welcome to Tusky Valley High School, where tonight it's a matchup between the Tusky Valley Trojans and the Garaway Pirates. I'm Scott Robinson along with Charlie Jones and Chuck Rest, and we're here to bring you week 3 of the high school football season. Charlie, 2 games, one from the PAC, one from the IVC. Should be a good contest.
Well, as you know, on Big Time Sports, I predicted that the Garaway Pirates were going to win the IVC crown. But Jason Wallach knows that this is not an IVC game tonight. He's going up against a rough, tough Pac-7 club coached by the Gray Fox Dale Martini. So if Garaway doesn't bring their A game, okay, Tusky Valley's going to win this one tonight.
Chuck, how do you see tonight's ball game?
Well, I think what Charlie said is definitely true. This kind of is a year for Tusky Valley, what they're looking at. I think tonight's game is going to be experience versus youth. So it's going to be interesting. Garaway's really going to have to play well, I think, to come out on top.
We'll have interviews with both coaches here on the McInturf Realty pregame show coming up in just a moment. So stay with us right here on Big Time Sports.
Back once again at Tusky Valley High School. I'm Charlie Jones along with Tusky Valley head coach Dale Martini. And coach, we've got a nice night for football, and you're doing something a little special tonight, celebrating 50 years of Tusky Valley football. And somebody has already asked me, Dale, have you been here for all those 50 years?
No, I haven't been there all 50 years. This is my 15th season, but it's been a good time and a great place to be. A lot of great people, a lot of great tradition way before I came, and they love their football, and was over there tonight seeing some of the people and some of the past and present, or near present. It's a great night for football.
Coach, you're coming in at 1-1. You're playing the Garaway Pirates, probably the favorite to win the IVC. What do you look for tonight from Jason Wallach and his Garaway Pirates?
Well, Jason does a great job, as our whole staff does. They've been very well prepared, and they keep getting better and better, and he's done a great job with the program out there. We know they're going to be well coached. We know they're going to execute well, and we know he's going to have them ready mentally to play the game.
All right, let's take a look now at your Tusky Valley Trojans. We had a couple hiccups in preseason. You had a couple key injuries that probably has not helped so far this season.
Yeah, we've had more injuries this year than any 5 together I can remember, but we're not going to worry about that. I mean, I think we still have a lot of talent out there and a lot of good kids, and we're still, a lot of kids are stepping it up and developing it, and we're bringing younger kids along, and kids are learning multiple positions, so we still feel like we have a very good football team.
All right, let me put you on the spot, because your buddy Jim France up in Manchester said that you got to go with the Tusky Valley Trojans as the favorite in the PAC race. Now, is he giving me a snow job, or does he actually know what he's talking about?
Well, I think probably that is true, but I think the league has been very, very balanced the last 2-3 years, and I think you can see that. I mean, last year nobody went through the league undefeated. Manchester had 2 losses in the league, and so I think any given night it's a very competitive. As you well know, I think evenly matched league. There's nobody dominant over another team. There's nobody that's a doormat. It's a very you got to be ready to play every week.
Coach, best of luck tonight, and thanks for having Big Time Sports on the sidelines tonight.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
All right, Coach Dale Martini of the Tusky Valley Trojans. We'll be back, and we're back on the sidelines at Tusky Valley High School. With me now, a very special interview. I've got the Garaway Pirate head coach, Jason Wallach, which is the young guy on my right. Right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
And then on my left, first time I think ever on TV, is his little brother. Little brother?
No.
Look how big this guy is. Anyway, on my left here is Chad Wallach, assistant coach with Dale Martini and the Tusky Valley Trojans. Which one of you guys, with all that brotherly love you guys have, want to talk first?
He can talk first.
Well, he's the head coach. We'll let him go.
All right, okay. You hear what he says? Head coach is going to go first.
He has all the experience.
We picked you, Big Time Sports picked you as a favorite in the IVC. You know and I know that this is Tusky Valley. This is not the IVC. This is the PAC, which has a tough lineup, 1 through 7. All right, now, can you get out of here tonight with a win?
Hey, we just want to play our best and see what the final outcome is.
What are you going to see from Coach Dale Martini and these Tusky Valley Trojans? And then, of course, I'll ask your little brother the same question.
We'll see typical Dale Martini football. He's got a great, experienced football team back this year with their senior class. A lot of guys returning starters are seniors, and Spillman runs very well, and Gergley catches the ball well, and Mosley runs well, and Kane throws well. So they're a very good football team.
Does anybody run as well as Devin Scheib?
Devin's a good running back for us, but Spillman is a very good running back for them as well, and we'll just see what happens tonight.
Didn't I recently see you on a big-time sports show talking to some tall, good-looking host?
Yeah, I think that was you.
Oh, okay, thanks. All right, now let's go to Chad Wallach. Chad, you're on the staff. You're on the staff of Dale Martini.
Yes.
How is it helping Dale Martini? I mean, you got to like that because this guy has probably forgotten more about coaching than everybody except Jason Wallach will ever know.
Well, this is my 9th season with Dale, and this is the 9th season I'll be going against Jason, and he's taught me a lot about football, and he's also taught me a lot about life and raising a family. I have 2 young ones, and my wife. He's been a mentor, and I look up to Dale, and I respect him.
What's the Trojan coaching staff talking about in the locker room before you come out on the field?
Well, you just asked Jason about the pack, and you explained to him how tough the pack is from 1 through 7, and he put a pretty good licking on us. One of our foes, the pack foes, last week at Timken, 33-8. So we're not overlooking Garaway, and we know the Shy boy, he's a good hard runner, and the Wilson, it's a good compliment to Shy, and Wilson plays a real tough defensive end. He's a strong lineman for him, and the Shy boy, he's a middle linebacker who's also pretty well. Number 2 and number 23, their defensive tackles are quick off the ball, and we got to respect all aspects of the game, and we know they're going to be well coached. So,
hey, this guy took twice as much time as you did. Now, is there something to this?
Yeah, he's not used to this. I've been through it long enough that I know by now. Just make it short and sweet and get her done.
What does it sound like sitting around the Wallach Christmas table, carving that turkey, having that big ham? Do you talk football? Do you talk rivalry? What does it sound like?
Oh, he doesn't say a lot. I think he's 1 and 8 in the last 9 years that we've been playing against us. So I've had all the bragging rights so far, but that's not taken away from him or his team and in the IVC, the league.
Coach, any last shot before we let you go?
Nope. Good luck.
All right. Good luck, guys. Hey, thanks for having both of you. Good luck tonight.
And back at Tusky Valley High School for our matchup between the Garaway Pirates and the Tusky Valley Trojans. Scott Robinson, Chuck Rust, and Charlie Jones with you. Jay Yonders helping out with stats tonight, and we are ready for a good one here. The Garaway Pirates, though, Chuck, may have been bitten by the injury bug.
I think so. From talking to Coach Wallach, I think that Devin Shy, they're really good linebacker and running back. We'll probably see limited action tonight, and turning around on Tusky Valley's side, looking at their roster, this seems like their year. They start 10 of 11 seniors on both sides of the football. So, again, this might be a little David versus Goliath tonight.
Well, the Tusky Valley Trojans under veteran coach Dale Martini, they lost last week against Waynedale, the first week of the season against Waynedale. They defeated Indian Valley last week. Mark Mosley and Stephen Spillman return to anchor the offensive backfield and the linebacking core. Spillman rushing 30 times for 275 yards, 9 yards per carry, and 5 touchdowns so far through 2 games. And they really have a very talented offensive line. They return 4 from last year: Jeremy Warfield, John Seitz, Colt Quillen, and Cody Geisinger. The Tusky Valley Trojans won the toss. They've deferred, and Garaway will receive the opening kickoff. Craig Barrett back deep to receive the kickoff for the Pirates from Adam Holdsworth. And we are ready to go with week 3. Holdsworth's kick is going to be fielded by Barrett. Drops it, picks it up, has a running lane, and is hit hard and dropped. The tackle made there by David Bishop. He had the initial hit. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Garaway Pirates. At quarterback for the Pirates will be David Gerber, number 5. In the backfield, it'll likely be Craig Barrett and Clay Wilson as we begin this drive. So on 1st down and 10, the Pirates come out in the I formation. They hand off straight ahead. Not much running room there, and then broken to the outside by Clay Wilson. And we apologize because there's no 17 on the roster. We hope that's David Gerber, but we're not sure. And you take a look at the fullback, Craig Barrett, and Devin Shy injured tonight. Clay Wilson in that spot. And you see the rest of the starting offense for the Garaway Pirates. On 2nd down and 1, out of the eye, the Pirates rolling to the right. Man's out there, it's caught by Taylor Shaw, and he's ridden out of bounds inside Tusky Valley territory, so the chains will move, and the Pirates decide to go for the big play on a 2nd and short.
Nice job right there by Gerber as he's rolling a little bit to his right, just lets his receiver get open, throw a nice little pass out there. Two well-versed plays right now for Garaway to start out the game with.
1st down and 10. Out of the I formation. The Pirates at the 40-yard line. The handoff to Wilson. Slide steps one tackler. And then inside the 35.
Wilson starting off tonight, Scott, running the ball hard up in the inside and being able to cut it outside. And, last week he was able to take over when I think Shy got injured and picked up about 135 yards. So he's starting the Pirates out pretty handily tonight.
They missed Devin Shy's speed, but certainly you're right. Clay Wilson has been an adequate backup. More than that, as we take another look at it on the Weaver Barnes rewind.
You see just a little bit of a lead up in there by the Pirates.
On 2nd down, they look at the option. Gerber, the pitch. Ball's loose on the ground. A scramble for it. And it looks like the Trojans may have it. And that is a turnover on the Garaway Pirates.
Well, we didn't talk too much at the beginning of the game, but that's one of the things with the experience of Tusky Valley and the lack of experience for Garaway. They're not going to be able to turn the ball over, I don't think, too many times here tonight and stay with the Trojans. So they're going to really have to limit their turnover capabilities here.
So the Trojans come out with Pat Kane at quarterback. He's been a valuable member of the squad over the last 3 years. In the backfield, more experience. Steven Spielman will get the first carry. Spielman gets to the outside. He's in Garaway territory. He could take it all the way to the house to 10. 5, touchdown! A 62-yard run by Steven Spielman. And he puts the Tusky Valley Trojans on the board first. So here in the first quarter, Tusky Valley draws first blood as we get another look at it.
You can see here it's just a nice little sweep with Spielman. Picks up a block right there, cuts it to the outside, and with his speed, he's just going to take it 65 yards for the touchdown to get the Trojans on the board first.
Holdsworth out of the Kane hold. The kick is up, and that kick is good. So here with 9:55 to go in the first quarter, Tusky Valley out to a quick 7-0 lead over the Garaway Pirates. And that time, Tusky Valley made it look pretty easy.
Yes, they did. That just shows the experience of your line to block down inside and your kick out of your backs. And Spielman, the way he can run, he can take it all the way.
So we take another look at it from a little different angle.
Again, just a little bit of a stretch play that Spielman's able to just pick his blockers up, pick the hole up, and just take it, cut it to the outside. And again, with the speed that he has and the strength he had, he's going to be able to make a lot of people miss.
Hey, don't forget, the Stark Truss Company services contractors with roof and floor trusses as well as other building products with locations in Canton and New Philadelphia. Check out www.starktruss.com for additional products and locations. Stark Truss Company, helping you build your future success, serving the building industry since 1963. The kickoff taken by the Pirates. A little bit of running room taken by one of the up men. That is, see as they unpile here. Matt Hostetler on the kickoff return. Let's take a look at the defensive starters for the Trojans. Steven Spillman at one of the linebacker spots, along with Joe Breitmeyer. Colt Quillen and David Bishop's the ends. Hoy and Seitz the tackles. The linebacker spot also including Mark Mosley, the deep backs Gurgley, Robinson, Ritter, and Kane here on first down and 10. So David Gerber under center. The handoff straight ahead. And some running room out to the 35-yard line as Wilson again pounds into the center of the line. And a gain of about 5. It'll be second down and 5.
Well, that's the thing about Garaway right now. Even with the strength of this Tusky Valley defense, they're going ahead and you can see here on the replay, they're just pushing people forward, and tailback's doing a nice job just taking it right up in there straight ahead, picking up 5 yards. So that's the thing I think Garaway's just going to have to rely on tonight, is keep the ball on the ground, use the pass sparingly.
Out of the I formation. The quick pitch to Wilson. And Wilson across the 35 out to the 36-yard line.
Takes the ball out to the 36-yard line, tackled out there by
Garaway tried a little toss sweep right there and cracked back with the split end on the linebacker and was able to pick up 3 or 4 yards.
Jeremy Warfield among those in on the stop there for the Trojans.
Things just to be patient and be positive right here for the Pirates.
So it'll be third down and 3 after the gain of 2. 8:36 and counting here in the first quarter at a windy Tusky Valley High School. The handoff again to Wilson. He gets hit, and he is going to be stopped short. Warfield again, a big hit that time by Warfield, and that slows down the rushing attack of the Pirates. It's fourth down and 3, so they'll drop back in punt formation.
Well, Spielman just stepped up from his linebacker spot that time and closed the hole quickly and made the play.
David Gerber drops back to kick it away. Sam Gurgley back deep for the Tusky Valley Trojans, along with Cody Close. And a booming kick that's going to send Gurgley back to his 20-yard line. And he's got some help if he can beat one man around the corner, but he's taken down on a nice tackle by the Pirates. That's Hunter Shaw making the stop, and that's where the Trojans will start out. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Trojans will take over the football first and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Well, we'll see here
The
now,
Trojans
Scott.
there, you take a look at their starting lineup offensively. And the veteran crews you mentioned, 10 of 11, I believe, seniors.
Yes, they are. So, like I said, this is a group of young guys they've been looking at.
The handoff to Mosley. He gets to the outside and picks up 5. Hit the center of the line hard, nowhere to go. Bounced to the outside and made a good gain.
Tried to run a little bit fullback trap up in there. He didn't have anything. Garaway shut the inside down. He was able to bounce it outside, pick up about 6 yards.
So it'll be second down and 4 from the 26. Tusky Valley on top, 7-0 on the Dover Philly Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Kane, the handoff opposite side to Spillman. Spillman gets loose. Ball is loose, I think, and it looks like Tusky Valley able to pick it up. Garaway did a nice job to strip it away, but Tusky Valley alertly picks it back up, and they'll get a first down out of it. So it'll be first down and 10 for Tusky Valley. Garaway's got to find a way to stop the Tusky Valley running game.
Well, I think that's going to be the key. You know, both those backs back there are experienced, number one. They're strong, big, strong kids, and they're going to find a way to get positive yardage.
So they'll come out with Kane in the shotgun. He's flanked by Spillman and also Mosley. And Spillman breaks one tackle, gets to the outside again, still on his feet, and loses the ball out of bounds, but it's going to be across the 40 and out near the 41-yard line. It should be good enough for another first down.
Well, that's 2 plays in a row now that he's put the football on the ground. You can see here just running another sweep to the wide side of the field, breaks a tackle, gets his feet back, kicks it to the outside now, but again, right here at the end of the play, he gets hit, and the ball's a little bit hanging out a little bit, and I don't think Coach Martini's going to be real happy with those two plays, even though they have been positive yardage.
Zach Page to the top of the screen, along with Cody Close. Out of the shotgun, Kane is going to take it himself. Has some running room and into Garaway territory, just across the midfield stripe. It'll be 2nd down and 4 after the gain of 6. Nobody's really tried anything fancy. It's pretty much been run the football here so far in the first quarter.
Well, I think that's going to be Tusky Valley's forte all year long. And, again, with their experience they have on offense, I think they feel they can just line up about with anybody they play this year and just pound the ball at them.
Well, when you've got tackles that go 290 and 255, I think you feel pretty comfortable with your running game when they've got that much experience. Kane rolling to his left. Wide open is Gurgley. Slips one tackle, gets back to the middle of the field, and he could make this a race to the corner of the end zone. Garaway with a chance, and he is going to have the touchdown. A 49-yard pass from Kane. He is caught by Gurgley, and he does most of it on his own that time. He probably ran 120 yards to get 49.
Well, you can see right there, this Kane waited patiently till he got open. He made a nice catch on the sideline, slipped the tackle, and come back inside and just outraced the Pirates to the opposite side of the field for his 6 points.
Holdsworth on to try the extra point out of Pat Kane's hold. Good snap, kick is up. And dead center. And it's 14-0, Tusky Valley leading Garaway with 5:25 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, you see, Scott, right here, you can show what Tusky Valley has. They not only have a good running game, they also have a solid passing game that you can see, that they're able to have athletes out there that Kane can just spread the ball around to and turn around. They put, 2 offensive plays. 2 offensive times they've had the football. They've scored both times. You can see here on the play where he just makes a nice catch right there, cuts it back, and outruns the Pirate defenders to the other side of the field for his 6 points. And again, you look at them. They've got a solid kicking game. Their kickers putting the ball through the uprights and got some distance on that. So, you look at Tusky Valley right now. They're just an experienced football team, and that's something that this class here has come up through, and they have the winning tradition right now at Tusky Valley.
Well, Pat Kane connects with Gurgley, a 49-yard pass and run on top of the 62-yard run by Steven Spillman. And the Garaway Pirates down 14-0 as they take the pooch kick, and it'll be fielded there by number 20, Spencer Feste, and the Pirates will have decent field position to start this drive.
Well, the Pirates are down 14-0, but they're not out of it right now. They just got to get positive yardage and just keep the ball on the ground, try to go ahead and work the ball down the field and get some points on the board.
First down and 10 for the Pirates. Out of the I formation, everybody in tight. Gerber rolling to his right. Tusky Valley, good coverage. Gerber's in trouble, loses the football. Tusky Valley flies in, and they may have it. No signal yet as they get up off the bottom of the pile. And Tusky Valley a little less excited, so I've got to think that Garaway recovered, as we'll take another look on the Weaver Barnes rewind.
All right, tries to get rolled out here again and just looks to throw the football. Had somebody in his face, ran into his own back, got grabbed from behind and kind of lost the football right there, but Garaway was able to jump back on up and keep possession of it, but they're sitting in a 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13.
4:41 to go here in the first quarter with Tusky Valley leading at 14-0. Both teams having a little trouble holding on to the football. Garaway has lost a fumble already here in the first period. A handoff to Wilson, nowhere to go. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It's pretty tough for the Garaway Pirates if they're going to keep the ball on the ground. Tusky Valley knows that, and they're able to stack the line and really make some plays and shoot the gaps.
Right, I think that's going to be a key. They're going to have to get a little bit of an outside running game to just keep Tusky Valley at bay here with their defense, because if they bring all those 3 linebackers up tight, Garaway's going to be in for a long evening.
Third down and 14. And Gerber looks down the middle of the field. Has an open man, and they're going to have the first down, maybe. You see he stepped out of bounds. Now the question is, when they bring the stick up on the far side, where is it going to be in relation to that?
Well, this guy, I think he might just be about a half a yard short here on his first down, but he did again through the out pattern. You can see he steps back, steps up in the pocket, waits on his receiver to get open, looking downfield. Nothing down there, throws the out pattern. Nice catch. Nice run. You can see he did step out of bounds right there, about a half a yard short.
Gergley and Mosley there for the Trojans. And it'll be fourth down. And really not a lot of choice here for the Pirates. You've got to think they might be interested in considering this.
Oh, I think they might look now, and Coach Wallig's looking and saying, this might be something here. We got to show our kids that we can pick up a half a yard, and being down 14-0. This might not be a bad idea to go for this, even though you're on your side of the 50.
It looks like that is the plan. There's 2 schools of thought on that. They may try and draw everybody off because everybody's going to be a little antsy to get a good jump on the ball. Then again, they may opt to actually run a play. Yep.
A lot of times, you talk about it too. Sometimes you go up there, and the coaches here for Tusky Valley saying, make sure you don't jump. Make sure you don't jump off sides, and all of a sudden Garaway turn around and go on a quick count, and Tusky Valley not ready. And like I said, you need a half a yard here, so I don't think this is a bad move for Garaway right now.
Well, they haven't, defensively, they haven't been real solid so far in this first quarter, so you've got to think they need to keep the football, at least give themselves a chance.
Well, that was one thing that Coach Wallig was concerned with when I talked to him on the phone the other night, was getting off to a slow start and letting Tusky Valley get up on his kids real quick, because he's got a little bit of experience back there. Some of those kids have played last year for him, but he's relatively young, and if you see his lineup, he plays a lot of juniors and sophomores, where again, we can't stress enough, Tusky Valley is just a loaded senior class on both sides of the football.
Well, I guess it's a moot point because they apparently respotted the football, and now it's a first down.
Well, all that talking we did, then we just, I guess, saved a little time here on TV, huh?
Maybe the chain got kinked or something. Who knows? Anyway, it's first down and 10.
Now first down and 10 Pirates. On their own
So Garaway will keep the football. So the Pirates will have it first down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Tusky Valley's been pretty solid on both sides of the football here in this first quarter. A quick pitch to Wilson. Turns the corner, picks up a yard. Out to the 44, it'll be second down and 9.
All right, you can see just what we talked about there. Try to get them to get the ball outside, use a little bit of their speed, but Tusky Valley really strung that one out and made a nice play for basically a 2-yard gain for the Pirates.
Clock continuing to roll down to 2:53 to go here in the first quarter, with Tusky Valley on top, 14-0 on your Dover Philly Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you in the booth. Charlie Jones in the house as well here at Tusky Valley High School. Gerber rolling to his right. He's got a man out there. It's completed as the Pirates, Marcus Troyer makes the catch of the David Gerber pass. And it'll be third down and about 3.
On the replay here, just a little bit of a bootleg. Pulling the guard out, getting a block. Nice play, nice catch, nice pickup.
So the Pirates with their longest sustained drive so far here in the first quarter of action. seen a pretty steady dose of Clay Wilson. See if they mix it up here or stay with the known commodity. Gerber rolling to his left. Has a man out there. It's caught. Got behind the defenders. It's Nick Zeigenbusch. And Gergley has to make the touchdown-saving tackle inside the Tusky Valley 20.
Nice play. Again, a little bit of a rollout here by the Pirates. As Gerber just rolled to his left, turned around, and they got the defender behind him as Zeigenbusch just got behind Gergley by a step. Nice throw and catch. Nice first down by the Pirates.
So a big play for the Garaway Pirates. And they've got it first down and 10 at the Tusky Valley 17-yard line out of the I. The handoff inside, trap play. Big run for Clay Wilson down inside the 5 to maybe the 3-yard line. And it's another first down for the Garaway Pirates. They've got the offense on the move.
I believe they moved Wilson up to fullback that time and just ran a little bit of fullback trap as Tusky Valley was slanting the other way and just kind of took themselves out of the play. And nice run by Wilson right there, get him down to about the 4-yard line. This is exactly what Garaway needed right here to be able to come back after being down 14-0.
First and goal for the Pirates. The handoff, Wilson picks his way through the middle. And near the goal line, down to the 1-yard line. It'll be second down and goal.
So far, Wilson's been a very impressive running back for the Pirates here. And like we talked about with Shy out, you know, Wilson just stepped right in and was able to contain their running game.
I think the Garaway Pirates may be able to... it's going to be close. They may have to run a play here. 23 seconds to go here in the quarter. And Gerber up to the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, the handoff. Wilson straight ahead. Touchdown, Garaway.
Nice job right there by Wilson. Just a little bit of a lead over between his right guard and right tackle. Fullback leading right up in there and was able to just take it in for a touchdown.
So the Pirates will work now on the extra point. And it's Marcus Troyer on to try the extra point. Low snap, they get it up though, and the kick is good. It's 14-7. Tusky Valley leading Garaway with just a few seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And the Garaway Pirates are going to kick it away to the Trojans.
Well, so far you can see that was just a really nice sustained drive by the Pirates that time. They were driving the ball the first series, they had it and fumbled it. Tusky Valley had a big play and took it in. Second series, Garaway got stopped and had to punt it. You know, Tusky Valley makes a nice big long pass play. So right now, if it wasn't for two huge gains by the Trojans, Pirates are hanging right in there with them.
Well, the Pirates will kick it away here, and the Tusky Valley has found themselves in a ball game. Gergley will drop back deep, along with Cody Close and Steven Spillman, and also Mark Mosley back deep. Marcus Troyer to kick it away for the Pirates. And we'll see what they opt to do here, if they're going to place the kick or just take it right down the field. High kick, Spillman's going to take it at the 25. To the 30, gets a block to the 35, out to the 37-yard line, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter of action. As Cody Close in motion, the handoff to Spillman. Spillman picks his way through the middle of the line, out across the 40 to the 42-yard line for a gain of 6. It'll be second down and 4.
That's one of those runs right there that you can see the experience that he has. He just waits on his blockers and just takes a little opening because he basically was stopped there at the line of scrimmage and kind of stutter-stepped a little bit, and you end up looking at him, he's got 6-yard pickup.
The Trojans have been very efficient in scoring their 14 points. They took advantage of a turnover, and then they had a big play, so that certainly makes the difference as Spillman will be out close to the first down, out near the 47-yard line. Might be just, well, it's going to be close. Let's see if they opt to make the call or whether they'll bring the sticks across. And it is a first down. So 2 big runs by Steven Spillman have given the Trojans a first down and 10 at the 46-yard line. And we'll see what they can do here with a new set of downs. Joe Patton wide to the right side. The handoff inside to Mosley. And Mark breaks the midfield plane into Garaway territory.
Just a little bit of fullback trap up in there with Mosley. Get him to touch the ball a few touches during the game. And again, you know, he picks up 4 or 5 yards from his fullback spot.
And second down and 6 for the Trojans rather. As close in motion to the right side. The give to Spillman. Penalty flag is down. And Spillman out near the first down marker, but there is a flag on the far side. At least there appears to be something that looks like a flag.
Yeah, I believe there was a flag down right there. They're going to talk to Garaway, so it was either probably motion or a holding penalty on the Trojans.
It's kind of an odd place. You got to think it's almost motion as opposed to
possibly not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Something of the 5-yard variety here.
See if they opt to move him back. And as you suspected, legal procedure declined. And that'll be third down and 6 for the Tusky Valley Trojans. Oh, now they say, okay, so they had 2 penalties on the play. So that 10-yarder will be accepted. And it's second down and 16. A little unusual to have 1 flag result in 2 penalties. Huh?
Yeah, usually those officials have 2 flags in their pockets.
Kane looks across the middle, has Gurgley. Spin move at midfield, and he will get all of the yardage back plus some. And it'll bring up third and relatively short. So third down and 3 for Tusky Valley. With 9:40 to go here in the first half of action. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have the Buckeye Career Center halftime report. And at the end of the game tonight, we'll be naming a Manor Restaurant MVP. The fine folks at the Manor Restaurant, you know, they have everything that you can think of on the menu. So you want to stop in Strasburg, North Worcester Avenue, and see the fine folks at the Manor Restaurant as Spillman bulls his way for the first down over the left side of the line. And the chains will continue to move.
You see Tusky Valley right now, they're just being patient, mixing it up here a little bit. They don't have a problem just running the football and taking time off the clock. They're ahead 14-7 at this point, and I think they probably feel that they can move the football on the Pirates.
Get a good look at Trojan head coach Dale Martini. They're celebrating 50 years of Trojan football at the game this evening. And the handoff, Spillman waits for his blockers and nicely picks his way through inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. And Chuck, we saw a lot of people introduced before the game that go all the way back to the first team, I believe, in the 57-58 season.
Yes, we did, and it was really kind of neat to watch all those guys walk across that field with teammates that they played with, and you can see here on the replay how, again, Spillman just waits on his blockers, and you look at it, and he's got 6 or 7 yard gain each time he touches the ball.
Also, thanks to both coaches, Dale Martini and Jason Wallach, for their help in providing the materials we needed for our broadcast. It's second down and 5. Ball's loose. Kane's going to have to dive on it, and he'll keep it for the Trojans back at the 48-yard line.
I think what happened to Kane on that one, he was watching his teammate go in motion there to the right, wanted to make sure he got by with everything, and center snapped the ball, and he just had his just took his eyes off the ball for a second. There was a little bit of a low snap. He wasn't ready for it, but he did a nice job running back and getting back on it and keep possession.
So the Trojans now faced with 3rd and 13 from the Garaway 48-yard line. Tyler Robinson and Patton to the left side. Kane rolling to his right. Good pressure by the Pirates. Kane hits the wide out Robinson, and they are going to be close to the first down, near the 35-yard line. And you've got to think the Trojans might say, "Oh, let's go for it here."
Oh, I think they're in a good situation right here. They got about 4th and 3, but they're on Garaway's side of the field, and I figure that they think their defense can stop them right here if they don't pick up this first down.
And we're going to get a timeout for the Trojans, and that'll be their first. So the Trojans want to talk about it. And thanks to John Hurst, the athletic director at Tusky Valley, for providing the accommodations for us and making room. Chuck rest was a little thinner, we'd have a lot more room.
I was thinking the same thing about you, you know?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was worried about. Don't forget, too, when the clock's winding down and your company's printing project deadline's fast approaching, it's time to call the graphic communication specialists at Newhouse Printing so they can score for you by handling all of your printing needs. They do it all. They handle everything from graphic design, large format banners, and printing up to 41 inches. They do complete bindery, mailing. They also have fulfillment services. I always mess that up. I don't understand why. It's a tough word. Let the professionals at Newhouse Printing handle all of your printing needs when the game is on the line. Where award-winning results are a tradition, call Newhouse Printing today at 330-343-1242 or visit their website at www.newhouseprinting.com. 4th down and 3 for the Trojans. Kane rolling. Has a man wide open out there, and he can't hang on to it. The pass intended for Zach Page, and that had 7 written all over it.
Oh, that was definitely a touchdown. You can see right here that Page just right off of the line just beat the Garaway defender. Kane let him get a couple steps on him, threw a nice pass right there, and there again I think he took his eyes off the ball, knew that he was so wide open he had 6 points, and now we're going to turn the ball over and give it back to Garaway.
So the Pirates with it, 1st down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Tusky Valley always seems to have a play or two for those situations that just couldn't work a whole lot better than what that one did. The handoff straight ahead to Wilson. He gets met hard by Spillman and then bounces off still on his feet and stretches out across the 40-yard line. Clay Wilson has been a really good backup for Devin Shy.
Yeah, usually when you're in a situation with the size of Garaway and the size of Tusky Valley, it's just really a plus if you can have 2 backs that can run like those 2 guys do.
So it's 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4. About midway through the second quarter with Tusky Valley leading Garaway 14-7. The pitch to Wilson. Has some running room, gets to the outside just about, and he is tripped up by Spillman. And the mark should be good enough for a 1st down.
I think that extra effort he had right there after he got caught, you can see he's just running a sprint a toss sweep play that way. Cuts it back against the grain. He's hit. Goes ahead and picks up another 3 or 4 yards and dives for his first down.
We'll also have a big hitter award following our game. Brought to you by the J&G Grill in New Philadelphia. Wilson again hit hard and wrapped up quickly by the Trojans. It was Andrew Hopwood in there to finish it off. After a short gain, it'll be 2nd down and 8.
The same play they just ran for the first down, and I think Wilson was looking to try to get it outside and down the sidelines that time instead of cutting it back, and was only able to pick up a couple yards.
The Pirates stay in the I formation. Gerber under center, looks at the option, and he is going to struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage +1 as Mosley is there along with John Seitz and Pat Kane to make the stop.
Well, you can see right here on the replay, as they're coming back through, they can run a reverse off of this. They kind of got it a little bit stuffed, and they just come back and was going to run the option, and Gerber saw that he wasn't going to be able to pitch football, so he just took it and picked up a yard on his own.
Gurgley came in there, got a hand on him to help make the tackle. It's now 3rd down and 7. Good look at David Gerber there. Gerber rolling to his left. Ball's loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Pirates. Actually,
we're
caught by a lineman.
Yeah, we weren't sure here when I was looking at it to see if it was knocked out of his hand or if it was a forward pass. So I think the officials need to confer on this here and see what they're going to end up with.
So just the end of the play was hard to tell. Let's take another look at it.
All right, you see as he's rolling here left, he's right now getting ready. It looked like his arm was out, and he was trying to throw the football. So the lineman probably made a little mistake right there and caught the ball in the air. But as a lineman, you see that ball on the ground, you want to go recover it.
So the illegal touch will be against the Pirates. Also, I believe a loss of down.
That is a loss of down, so it probably will end up
be 4th down, I believe.
4th down for the Pirates. They're probably going to have to punt the football away.
Close and Gurgley are standing back at their own 20-yard line, and the Pirates will have to kick it away. So the punt team will come on. And that's really costly, not so much for the yardage penalty, but the down penalty certainly makes a difference there.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. You'd a lot better have a 3rd down and 15 with that instead of that loss of down and give yourself another chance.
Gerber back to punt. Good snap. The rush is on. We're going to get running into the kicker, I've got to think. Gurgley is going to return it. And not much there, but that one is going to come back. It depends if it's an incidental or if it's, I believe they have that rule.
Right, well now, Scott, we got 2 penalty flags because I think there could have also been a personal foul again on Tusky Valley down here at the other end. So we'll have to wait for him to sort things out, but Garaway might be in a good situation here other than the penalty would be a possession, probably foul on the 2nd flag.
So 2 infractions on the play, and they get it sorted out fairly quickly. So let's see what we thought they were going to have it sorted out fairly quickly.
Well, you got 2 flags. That'll really confuse the officials.
Spoken like a true basketball referee.
Exactly. Especially with the 2 guys that I have to work with when they start conferring, I know that I'm in trouble.
So we're going to get the official call here. So they're running into the kicker, and then we've got an illegal block in the back on Tusky Valley. If they, it's going to be interesting to see how this is
Yeah,
all
we're
going
just
to
going
play
to have to
out.
wait and see because Tusky Valley did have possession of the football when they threw the second flag. So,
But if they roughed the punter
and
or
again,
ran into the
yes,
kicker,
that's going to be different too because
Yeah.
you got a 5-yard or you know, a 10-yard or an automatic first down. So
this is going to take a while.
Well, they called roughing the kicker there, so it's going to be an automatic first down for the Pirates.
And I would think that would wipe out the second penalty.
Right.
then.
I think you have your choice of which one you want to take.
So they will take, Garaway will take the penalty. The running into the kicker, roughing the kicker, whichever you want to call it. And that is an automatic first down that will move the football all the way to the Tusky Valley 39-yard line. Garaway is really coming back nicely here in this ball game as they trail 14-7. They were down early, 14-0.
Well, you look too, you know, Garaway's probably got time of possession on their side and probably total yardage right now on their side if you take the two big plays away from Tusky Valley.
First down and 10 for the Pirates at the Trojan 39-yard line. Gerber rolling to his right. It's got him in, open, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Sam Gurgley. And it'll be second down and 10. Pirates tried to take advantage of their good fortune that time and just overthrew it a bit.
Yeah, tried to go for the big play. They just turned around, ran the bootleg this way, and brought the receivers across the field. He just led, Gerber just led his receiver about 2 yards too much.
It's second down and 10. Pirates haven't really opened it up very much, but they've been very effective when they have tried to pass. Wilson, the lone setback behind Gerber here on second down. He'll get the carry. Actually, it's not Wilson. It was Craig Barrett.
Nice run there by Barrett, but we got a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be a hold on the Pirates.
So that is going to come back.
Negate this one.
So it'll come back. And Chuck, you're right on it, as it is a holding call. You guess well.
Yes, I do. Sometimes. Oh, that kind of right there. That.
Anytime you see that flag right in that general area.
Yeah, you know it's going to be. You know it's going to be probably be on the offense. But again, a nice run right there by the Pirates. They're holding on to the football. They're taking time off the clock, moving the football. But it just seems like a couple misfortunes here as possibly kept them out of the end zone.
That'll be second down and 19 for the Pirates, with 3:06 to go here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, the Buckeye Career Center halftime report. Quarterback draw. Gerber's got some running room, and he is going to be met hard at the 39-yard line. And it will be third down and about 9.
Well, that was just a quarterback draw from the get-go on that. And Gerber, being the size he is, can pick up a lot of yardage really quick. And but like you said, he got hit pretty hard on the stop. So again, third and about 10 for the Pirates. But you know, big play right here for them. They can pick up this first down with 2:22 to go in the half. You know, they got a shot here and sticking it in the end zone.
Third down, Pirates. On the move, Gerber rolling to his right. Has a man out there, it's just incomplete. Coverage there by Sam Gurgley, and he was all over it. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, nice coverage right there by Gurgley. Again, it was just a rollout this way with Gerber stepping up and trying to pick up that first down and just kind of let his receiver, again, a couple yards too much.
On fourth down, Garaway is going to kick it away. And Gurgley will stand back around his own 10-yard line. So 2:04 to go here in the half. It's become a game of field position. And Gerber is going to aim for the sideline, and he is going to get it. down around the 8-9 yard line, somewhere in that vicinity.
Nice kick right there by Gerber. Keep the ball out of the hands of Gurgley with less than 2 minutes to go in the half, and we'll see what Tusky Valley does here. Here in the second half, since they deferred in the first half, they're going to get the football. But again, you have a minute 58. Not a bad idea to take a couple chances.
So the Trojans will start with the ball on their own 10-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10. They lead it 14-7 on the Dover Philly Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Kane will take it under center and then hand off to Spillman. Spillman just following his blockers, puts his nose in there and picks up 5 as you see it come right into your living room.
Steven Spillman, the ball carrier. Takes the ball out to the 15
And it'll be second down and 5.
Pickup of 6 on the play, second down and 4.
Again, you see right there just a deep handoff to Spillman, just to be able to let him have the ball in the backfield and be able to pick his way down the field, and picked up again 6 yards.
It'll be second down for the Trojans. As the handoff this time to Mosley. And he'll keep it in bounds as Gerber there to make the stop, along with Taylor Shaw.
Again, Mosley on that fullback trap. Instead of hitting it up in between the center and the guard, he took it a little bit wider. Was able to get the Trojans first down.
So we'll see how aggressive the Trojans want to be here with 1:09 to go in the first half.
Well, I think they still have a couple timeouts left, so don't be surprised. Coach Martini might take a 2-minute, Darryl, if he can come out here with a little bit more room to play with.
They're going to look at all for Gurgley. He's out there and just overthrown, as there's good coverage there by Hunter Kunkel.
Second down, 10.
And it'll be second down and 10. You could just sense that Tusky Valley was trying to lull the Pirates to sleep.
Right, I think that was one of those things right there that, and you can see how Gurgley wasn't really running real hard until he got even with the defender, and then he tried to turn it on, and he just got overthrown by about 4 yards.
Second down and 10.
Like you said, I'm sure Coach Martini might have something up his sleeve, possible trick play here or something to try to pick up some big yardage.
4 wideouts. They'll hand it off to Mosley, and he's taken out in the backfield.
Mosley, the ball carrier, he's taken down in the backfield at the 20-yard line. That's a loss
The
of 5.
tackle made by Craig Barrett.
Down and 15.
And that kind of blew up the hopes here for any type of quick play downfield. Kane rolling to his left. The pass. Caught! Gurgley on the run to midfield down to the 48-yard line, and Tusky Valley is going to move it down. And we saw him do this a couple different times throughout last season.
Yes, we did. You can see right here that they're just going to, he's going to hit that opening in the zone and makes a nice catch, a nice spin move. Picks up not only a first down, but an extra about 20 yards on his after the catch. So we're going to take a timeout right here and get things set up. And again, 22 seconds. Kicker that Tusky Valley has. All they have to do is possibly just get in field goal range.
Stark Truss Company services contractors with roof and floor trusses, as well as other building products, with locations in Canton and New Philadelphia. Check out www.starktruss.com for additional products and locations. Stark Truss Company, helping you build your future success, serving the building industry since 1963.
550-479.
So a timeout by Tusky Valley with 22 seconds remain. The Trojans on top, 14-7.
Number 591-201.
Very competitive first half.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive first half. Garaway down 14-0 right from the get-go, and they've just done a really nice job of keeping things in check right here. And if it wasn't possibly for a couple penalties, this possible game could be a tie.
Give the Pirates credit. They could have folded the tents early, being down 14-0 with arguably their best player, Devin Shy, on the sidelines. So give Coach Wallach and his staff credit, as the Pirates have scraped back. Kane in trouble, gets the pass away. Basically just threw it away because he knew the clock was running.
Right, I think what happened was his receivers didn't quite pick up early enough that he was scrambling after he rolled out, and they just didn't come back to the ball quick enough, so he saw a heads-up play by a senior right there and was able to throw the football away.
2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. And they'll switch footballs. So Tusky Valley with a couple of shots here yet to make something happen. Get a look at Pat King, the senior quarterback. He'll roll to his right. They've got 4 receivers out in the pattern. Spillman has it inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. And the Trojans may opt to possibly spike the football here.
Well, King goes in motion, and he just runs a deep out pattern, Spillman goes in motion, just runs a deep out pattern. Kane just waited on him to clear the zone, and he put it right on the money with him. So after Spillman's catch, he went down. He may have a cramp here or something, but again, you got 7 seconds and a timeout left.
So the Trojans really have basically 1 play left, I think.
I would think so, unless they could throw something really quick over the middle and call a quick timeout.
Right, Trojans going to take their final timeout of the half here, leading at 14-7. They've got the football on the Garaway 28-yard line, so they do have some options, and certainly they've got experience with quarterback Pat Kane, their receivers, and also their backfield.
Yes, they do, and he can throw the ball, I'm sure, into the end zone without much problem. So it'll just be interesting to see if they try to, they haven't seen anything from a screen pass, anything like that either. So that could be something they could come back with that Garaway hasn't seen yet tonight.
Tusky Valley scored both of their touchdowns in the first quarter. A 62-yard run by Steven Spillman. Holdsworth added the extra point, and then a little bit later in the first quarter, a 49-yard pass from Kane to Gurgley. Again, Holdsworth on to make the PAT, make it 14-0, and then Garaway battled back. They had a nice drive capped off by a 1-yard run from Clay Wilson. Marcus Troyer added the extra point. It's 14-7, and that's the way it remains here with a possibly 1 play left before halftime. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you, along with Charlie Jones from Tusky Valley High School. Good non-conference battle between Tusky Valley and the Garaway Pirates. And now Garaway wants to take a timeout.
Timeout, Garaway.
So they wanted to see what Tusky Valley was going to come out in and set their defense accordingly.
Yeah, a little bit of cat and mouse right there with the with Tusky Valley coming out in a spread offense that way. They had everybody spread across the field. Garaway wanted to see what they were in to make sure their defense was right. So now you never know here. Like I said, Coach Martini could come back and be ready to call another play on this one.
He's been at it a long time. He understands how the game works. Jason Wallach's done a good job rebuilding the Garaway program as well.
Yes, he has. I think he's been, I want to say, a head coach there for 6 or 7 years now. So, and since he's come in and his first couple years, he kind of took it on the chin a little bit, but he's really changed that program around.
You look at all the coaches that are successful. They've all been at their schools for 5, 6, 7 years longer, as the case may be. But
that's the key, I think, to building a program. You give somebody a little bit of a opportunity to get in there, and it might take them a little bit to build a program, but once they do, look out.
The longest final play in the history of high school football. As we're ready to go, Garaway, as you might expect, has their safeties standing back at the 5-yard line. And Kane will take it out of the shotgun. Kane launches it. Tipped and hit by 3 players. And still a second left on the clock. Time for one more play.
Well, they just kind of ran a crossing pattern right there and brought the receiver from the opposite side of the field, hoping that that they might have been in a little bit of man coverage down there someplace. But like you said at the beginning, they were in the zone, and the two deep guys were on the goal line.
Adam Holdsworth is on to try a 45-yard field goal. And we haven't seen many of these attempts so far this season. Holdsworth's shown a good leg. That's a good snap. Kick is away, and that is going to be just to the left. It's incomplete. Or no good, I should say. Well, incomplete, no good. You get the idea. It's halftime. Tusky Valley and Garaway with the Trojans leading the Pirates 14-7. It's time now for the Buckeye Career Center halftime report, brought to you by the Buckeye Career Center. You can learn more about Buckeye at www.buckeyecareercenter.org. Chuck, the Trojans really had the upper hand with the offensive statistics.
Well, when you first looked at the game as it started out, Scott, it looked like Tusky Valley was just going to run right over Garaway as they jumped out to a 14-0 lead. But you can see the Pirates are hanging in there at 14-7. Rushing for the Pirates, 17 attempts for 56 yards. Passing 4-7 for 72 yards for a total of 128 yards. They had one turnover that led to a Tusky Valley score. And on Tusky Valley's side, 14 attempts rushing, 114 yards. 5 of 9 passing for 126 yards. Total of 240 yards on total offense, and no turnovers for the Trojans.
Hey, don't forget the caring teachers with valuable work experience in their field engage every student by teaching usable, practical skills for tomorrow's high-tech, high-paying careers at the Buckeye Career Center, www.buckeyecareercenter.org. So as we get ready for our second half of action, Chuck, what do you expect to see? I mean, really, a pretty good first half. Garaway got down early, 14-0. They battled back. Devin Shy's out with an injury, so that eliminates some of the speed in the backfield, but Clay Wilson's come on and done a nice job.
Well, he's done a great job for him as he started out the ball game, just kind of, I think, opening the eyes up of Tusky Valley's defense with the speed and the power that he had. But you got to give Coach Wallach's crew a whole lot of credit by being down 14-0, coming back and being 14-7. They've just hung in there. I think, as we looked at it, possibly being a runaway, and the Pirates are just holding their own right now. And I think Tusky Valley in here is going to have to turn around. They do get the ball on offense to begin with, but I think Coach Martini's probably looking in there thinking that possibility that he's going to have to take the ball down and score, give Garaway momentum, and you never know what will happen in this ball game.
Coming up next week, we'll have New Philadelphia at Claymont. And then on Friday the 21st, the Garaway Pirates take on the Newcomerstown Trojans. On Friday the 28th, it's Meadowbrook at New Philadelphia. So we've got a lot of action coming up here on Big Time Sports. The replays, of course, coming up again on 11 a.m. Saturday morning on PCM TV2, and then also on Channel 99 on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So we've got a lot of football action yet to come. And don't forget, the excitement has come back to the World Wide Web thanks to the most exciting website in the world, www.bigtimesportsohio.com, the website of Big Time Sports. If you want to see our game schedules, you can voice an opinion in the open mic portion. You can purchase a copy of the game. It's all there on www.bigtimesportsohio.com. So the Garaway Pirates are out of the locker room. Here come the Tusky Valley Trojans, and we are just about ready to go here with our second half of action. And really, a lot of things are going to be sorted out this week. You've got New Philadelphia playing Marietta. You've got Dover playing Canton Central Catholic. So certainly there's a lot of football. And then for a lot of teams, they start league play next week.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think most of the area teams here are going to be IVC starts league play, PAC starts league play, ECOL starts league play next week. So, they're done with that non-league schedule, and it's time to get in there, which I'm sure a goal of each team that they have is to win their league.
And don't forget, the Manor Restaurant is our sponsor for our player of the game. So don't forget to let Mom relax this fall. You can call the Manor Restaurant for delicious carryout. Big bucket of tasty chicken and fries are great to eat while watching high school football. And don't forget, the Manor's open daily for lunch with a variety of soups and sandwiches. The Manor Restaurant on North Worcester Avenue in Strasburg. Call them today for delicious chicken and other carryout items at 878-9809. That's 330-878-9809. The Manor Restaurant in Strasburg. So the Tusky Valley Trojans deferred to start the ball game. They will receive the kick here to begin the second half of action. Tusky Valley, as you might remember, drove all the way down into Pirate territory to about the 28-yard line there toward the end of the half, and they lost some momentum there. So they will get the ball back to try it again.
Well, it's going to be a key third quarter here for really both teams, with it being 14-7. That Garaway's coming out. They got to be pretty proud of what they've done by getting down early, and I think the Trojans a little bit are saying we just got to be a little bit more consistent here and get a big drive going. And both their touchdowns have really come on big plays. So they've got a consistent driving. They are leading in total yardage here at halftime, but Garaway has held their own.
When you start to look at some of the statistics for the Tusky Valley Trojans, you look at their leading rusher, Steven Spillman, who has about 275 yards on 30 carries going into tonight's game. He also has punted for a 38-yard average. I don't believe we've seen Tusky Valley punt tonight.
Tusky Valley has not had the punt yet tonight.
Sam Gurgley, leading receiver, 7 catches for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Steven Spillman, the leading point scorer, with 5 touchdowns. It equals 30 points. Dale Martinez done a great job, been here 15, 16 years, 97 and 50 career mark. So he has really done a good job here at Tusky Valley. Trojans also making the playoffs several times throughout his tenure, including last year.
Yeah, Dale does a great job here at Tusky Valley. Brought Tusky Valley football back to what it started out to be back in the 70s, and he's just done a fantastic job. But also on the other side, as we talked a little bit in the first half, Coach Wallach has really brought Garaway around to be a football power in the IVC.
So we're just about ready to go here with our third 12 minutes of action. And the Tusky Valley Trojans are ready to receive as Garaway ready to kick off. The Garaway Pirates in their road red, white, and blue uniforms. Good look at Dale Martini. So the Garaway Pirates ready to bring it out. Marcus Troyer ready to roll.
Marcus Troyer will tee up the football on the 40-yard line.
And Sam Gurgley will be back along with Cody Close.
Either number 7, Sam Gurgley, or 26.
One thing about Gurgley, you put the ball in his hands. He's he's not only got some speed, but he's got some moves. So you got to really possibly try to kick it away from him.
The Tusky Valley Trojans, so many athletes that go into other sports that are successful. They had a great run in basketball season last year. Many of these football players participated in that. At a small school like this, you get that. Gurgley works to the outside to the 30, the 35, the 40, and out of bounds in front of the Trojan bench at the 44-yard line. A nice return there by Sam Gurgley.
Like you said, you put the ball in his hands early. He's going to, with the speed that he has and the moves that he has, you can see here, he's just going to outrun some Pirates. And you always love to start your first offensive series in the third quarter on about the 45-yard line.
So the Pirates will defend here. Pat Kane will be at the quarterback spot. Spillman and Close in the wing spots. Mosley, the lone setback behind Kane here on 1st down and 10. Spillman in motion. He'll get the handoff. Around the right side. Has some running room out across midfield and into Garaway territory at the 47-yard line.
He takes the ball into Garaway territory.
So a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
Oh, they're
and a half, maybe 2.
Spillman just took the sweep just around the end, used his blockers, and again, like we talked in the first half, you look up and he's always gained 6 to 8 yards.
I'd like to thank the Dover Philly Federal Credit Union for sponsoring our scoreboard for our game tonight. The handoff to Spillman. trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down. Nice play there by the Pirates. Marcus Troyer is there along with Spencer Feste on the tackle.
Well, again, this is just like a little sweep to him, and nice job by Garaway defender making him turn it back inside, and he turns around, and Garaway gets a host of blockers, or a host of tacklers right there to bring him down.
Matt Hostetler there to kind of bust up that play.
Yeah, back to the line of scrimmage. So now you got a 3rd down and 3, just what Garaway would hope for right here.
They'll go to the shotgun with Kane taking the snap. He'll roll to his right. Holding penalty upcoming on the Trojans, and the pass is nearly intercepted, but it was a pretty obvious hold out in the open on the Trojans.
Yes, it was when that guard pulled right around there. He tried to kick him out a little bit.
If I can see it, you know it's pretty obvious.
You can see they're pulling around. 66 right there, just grabs that jersey and tries to make a block. You know, it's an aggressive play, but you get out there on the island by yourself, and seems like those officials always catch that one.
Well, the pass was incomplete, so it brings up an interesting decision for the Pirates to bring up 4th down, and that is what they will do.
That penalty is refused. It is now
And now
4th down and 3.
Tusky Valley appears that they're going to punt the football away.
Nice job by Garaway's defense right there, especially on 3rd down to hold him and put him in a punting situation. So that's going to get Garaway the football, spilling his first punt of the game tonight.
Back deep for the Garaway Pirates, Craig Barrett standing back at his own 10-yard line. And Spillman with a nice kick that is going to hit at the 10-yard line and roll down and stop between the 1 and 2-yard line. And that is a whale of a kick by Steven Spillman. And he has put Garaway at a real disadvantage.
You see right there, that's just a big key to the special teams and how coaches always talk about how important special teams are. But Spillman just puts that thing down inside the 5-yard line, and that's just special to be able to have a kicker to be able to do that.
Steven Spillman, it looks like the offense is more geared around him running the football this year than Mark Mosley. Mosley had a lot of carries last year, but Spillman appears to be the feature back now.
Yeah, I think he is being the feature back with him. But again, you know, like we talked, they've got so many weapons that they ought to be able to do a lot of different things with their offense.
They'll go back to the I formation as the Pirates try to get out of the hole at the 1-yard line. Wilson, the second man through, will get the carry, and there's nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, this is going to be some hard yardage right here for the Pirates, because I think Tusky Valley probably figures they know who's going to get the football, and putting Garaway back in a situation where Wilson come out there with about a yard or 2 gain. He was able to get some positive yardage for the Pirates on that play.
So a tough 2nd down play upcoming for the Pirates. And Tusky Valley's defense solid on that first play. 14-7, Tusky Valley leading Garaway. The handoff to Wilson, gets to the outside, and he looks to have the first down out at about the 14-yard line.
Nice little lead play right there off tackle, and Wilson just followed his blocker right up there. Good hard run. You can see it here on the replay that just a little bit of a lead right up there with the fullback, and Wilson, being the runner that he is, was able to get him out of the hole and get him a first down, move those sticks.
Thanks to our friends at Weaver Barnes for bringing you the replays. With 9:13 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, the Pirates have it 1st down and 10 at their own 15-yard line. The quick pitch, Wilson keeps his legs moving and has a nice gain out to the 25-yard line, or very close to it, and it could be another first down.
Takes the ball out to the 25-yard line.
Got an injured Tusky Valley player there, jump back up. I think he might have.
That's David Bishop that will come to the side.
Wilson just did a nice job right there. Come right up through his tackle spot and cut it back against Green of Tusky Valley's defense, and was able to pick up a first down.
So the clock rolling. Under 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Scott Robinson and Chuck Rest with you, along with Jay Yonders on stats. And David Gerber under center for the Pirates. Out of the eye. A handoff again to Wilson. Tusky Valley swarming. Seitz gets up from the bottom of the pile.
Into the line there of Tusky Valley's defense.
Also there, Jake Burton. So Dale Martini with enough players that Spillman and Mosley have gone both ways for a while, and now they're trying to work in some other players to give them a breather, but they're both in there right now. Second down and 10. Out of the eye, short side of the field. In motion is Taylor Shaw. We have a penalty.
I think we had a little bit of motion right there, Scott, on the Garaway offensive line.
Actually, it's going to be offsides on the Trojans.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Kick the ball out to the 30-yard line, where it'll be second down and 5.
So it'll be second down and 5 from the 30. And it has been a big night and a fun night for the folks here at Tusky Valley as they're celebrating 50 years of football. The players from nearly every team from when the playing football started here at Tusky Valley, I believe the 57-58 season. I think there was at least one player represented from each of those years. And that's pretty neat. Wilson nowhere to go, back to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It'll be third down and 5.
Yeah, Scott, that's one thing, and I think a lot of schools, ought to recognize doing something like that and just show their appreciation for what they're, what they're all about, and to get the guys come back, and even Larry Foltz, who coached back in the 70s for the Trojans, was even here tonight. So it's kind of nice to see schools do that.
So it'll be third down and 5. Gerber comes up under center. They'll go to 3 wides, actually 4 wides. Gerber takes off. He is going to be stopped short. Penalty flag will go down. You wonder if that might not be a face mask possibly. Went right into the pile at the very end of the play.
He did. He jumped up out of that, but he took a pretty good hit right there. You can see he steps up to look to pass. Tusky Valley had a defense pretty well as he comes back through. I think we got a pretty good stick on him, but they might have called a face mask penalty.
Yeah, just a personal foul. I don't think there was any indication after that. So I'm not sure. Is that a forearm to the back possibly?
Yeah, I think what he did. I think what he had it was a forearm to the helmet. You can see right there as he's coming down on the tackle. Had a good tackle right there, and then watch 32 comes in and just puts his forearm right into his face.
Head did snap back, probably a dangerous play, you're right, but that's a call that probably isn't made a lot.
No, I don't think you see that call very often.
So the 15-yard penalty helps the Pirates all the way out to the 48-yard line where it'll be a first down.
Well, the Pirates are sustaining this drive, which started on the 2-yard line for them. So not only are they taking some time off the clock and keeping it out of Tusky Valley's offensive hands, but they're moving the football right down the field on the Trojans.
Pirates will go back to their 2-back set. And Gerber, the quick pitch to Wilson. And the Pirates in trouble, ball's loose. Tusky Valley is going to take it back the other way, and he's just tripped up. Gurgley comes out of the pile with the fumble and returned it deep into Garaway territory. So Sam Gurgley having himself a whale of a game.
Now you see right here, it's just a little bit of a top sweep to Wilson. He gets up, tries to make the corner, gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, loses the football right there. Gurgley heads up enough just to pick it up, take off running with it, and now Tusky Valley back in business.
So Pat Kane at the controls under center. They'll go into the I formation. The handoff to Spillman. Gets a couple of blocks, has some running room, and down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Should be good enough for a first down.
I think that penalty that Tusky Valley had on the forearm to the helmet kind of jacked their defense up a little bit, and with the turnover brought their offense alive too. As you can see right here, just a sweep again that I think Tusky Valley is making a patented play for him this year and just letting Spillman pick his hold, and again, about a 9 or 10 yard pickup.
So we'll have a measurement. Thought originally it was they had plenty of distance there to make it, but apparently it wasn't as easy a decision as we thought.
I think, Scott, we just have a bad angle from up here.
Could be. Has to be it. So we'll stretch out the chains. And it's a first down by an entire football.
Although I'm going to have to give you a lot of credit, Scott. You saw that from up there, and those officials down there had to measure that one.
That's the first nice thing you've said about me tonight.
Well, I'll get you one good one every evening.
All right. I know you don't want me to get spoiled. So first down and 10.
Nice job here by Tusky Valley. They've picked, 2 plays, 20 yards. So I think they're a little bit on a mission right now.
The Trojans will go after it again inside to Close. They mix it up a little bit, and he's got a nice run inside the 10 down to the 6 yard line before the Pirates able to make the stop.
He takes the ball inside the 10 yard line down to the 7.
Well, again, they come up in here and just run a little bit of a fullback trap, pull the guard around there. Just a little bit of wingback counter right there that took it up inside, and Close made a nice run on that. Pick up another first down.
So first down and goal at the 7 yard line. The Trojans trying to stick one in here. The handoff to Close, and he is inside the 5.
Cody Close, the ball carrier.
And down to the 3 or 4 yard line there. And you can see all of us up here in the booth. We're glad to be here with you at Tusky Valley High School. Scott Robinson, Chuck Rest, and our buddy Jay Yonner's with us up here. So we appreciate the accommodations from Athletic Director John Hurst, and the rest of the Trojan staff. We always have a good time because the Sloppy Joes are the best. Chuck should know he had 4 of them. The handoff to Mosley, and he is in for the touchdown. So Mark Mosley, the 4 yard run, increases the Trojan lead as we get another look at it on the Weaver Barnes Rewind.
He just runs up in there, follows that trap block by his guard, and takes it into the end zone for about a 3 yard touchdown. Get the Trojans back a little bit of comfortable zone here with going for 21-7 and the lead.
So Holdsworth out of Kane's hold. The kick, and that is up and good. So it's 21-7, Tusky Valley with the lead with 4:34 to go here in the third quarter. Tusky Valley taking advantage of another Garaway turnover.
Yes, that's kind of hurt them. Garaway's had 2 turnovers tonight. Both of them have resulted into scores for the Trojans.
So the Trojans get ready to kick it away again. They've had a pretty solid effort. Even though Garaway did get a score, for the most part the game's been pretty much dominated by Tusky Valley.
Yes, it has. You can see that they're just, they're about every phase of the game. It seems like Tusky Valley right now is just, a step above the Pirates tonight.
So Holdsworth ready to tee it up. And the lead at 21-7 for the Trojans here. A little more than 4.5 minutes to go in our ball game here in the third quarter.
Back in for the Pirates, number 2, Greg Ferris.
And the kickoff by Holdsworth. It's going to be over everybody's head and into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And out to the 20 yard line. So a nice kick by Holdsworth. And Garaway will take it at the 20.
I know we still have a full quarter to go with 4 minutes to go here, but Garaway, I think, is going to have to get something on the board here pretty quick to be able to fight this Trojan defense and especially their offense, the way they're starting to pick it up and play a little bit.
So the Pirates of Jason Wallach in a little bit bigger hole here. They're down by 14 in the third quarter. Still a lot of time, but their offense has been mainly on the ground tonight, and that always takes some time to go from one end of the field to the other. And straight ahead that time, I believe it was Craig Barrett on the carry.
Craig Barrett, the ball carrier.
And not much there as Tusky Valley, I think you're right, Chuck. They got pretty fired up on that penalty. And they have started to hit a little harder and be a little more aggressive. It'll be second down and 10 for Garaway as Wilson returns to the tailback spot. Gerber under center. In motion is Shaw, the handoff. Fake handoff, and then they got a man wide open as Barrett's out there and can't catch it. In Tusky Valley territory out at the 48-yard line, a great fake. And Barrett was wide open, and the Tusky Valley defenders were hustling to get back there.
Well, Barrett went in motion and went down the sidelines. They looked for the bootleg that Garaway has run 3 or 4 times tonight. They left Barrett wide open and just got turned around just a little bit. Couldn't quite get his hands on the ball, or that could have been 6 gone the other way for the Pirates and putting them right back at it. So,
that was a well-designed play, certainly almost worked to perfection. Third down and 10. And Garaway sees something they don't like, and they're going to take a timeout.
Garaway quarterback David Gerber calls timeout.
So they will use up one of their 3 timeouts. And Chuck, what do you think happened there?
Well, I just think that he saw him so wide open. Gerber saw him so wide open. He just really wanted to take a little bit off the football, and Barrett just couldn't get his body turned around to catch it. And then they look here with this third down play, and Coach Wallach knowing that he don't want to put the football back in Tusky Valley's hands too quick here. So I think he wants to make sure he's got the right personnel and the right play called here to try to pick up a first down.
Coming up following the game, we'll have the Edelweiss Tavern and Inn post-game show. So that's coming up shortly. As Garaway will get some words of wisdom from the coaching staff. Trojans really have the Pirates where they want them, 3rd and long. If they can hold here and get decent field position for the offense,
right,
that could be dangerous.
Garaway's had really a tough time and really gone down the field with the football and completing it tonight. So, like you said, Tusky Valley's in a great situation here defensively.
Gerber's going to take it himself, and he is going to be stopped short of the first down at the 28-yard line. Good reaction by the Tusky Valley defenders. Mark Mosley among those making the stop, along with Jake Burton. So it's 4th down and 2. David Gerber will drop back to punt for Garaway. Cody Close and Sam Gurgley will receive the kick. They'll be back around their 40-yard line.
Oh, any kind of return here by Tusky Valley is going to put them in real good field position here to take the ball in at the end of the third quarter.
High snap. Gerber able to snag it, though. The end-over-end kick, and Gurgley is going to let it roll back inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So probably wise choice there.
Wise choice by Gurgley, but it ended up being a pretty good punt for Garaway, who was low and hard and was able to keep it away from him and let it roll and pick up about 20 yards.
So it's 1st down and 10 for the Tusky Valley Trojans at their own 28-yard line. Zach Page and Patton at the wideout spots for the Trojans. Close will come wide to the left side along with Patton. And out of the shotgun, Kane between Mosley and Spillman. The handoff to Spillman.
Nice job that time by Garaway's defense to stuff him at the line of scrimmage. That's been a very successful play tonight for the Trojans, and Garaway was able to snuff that one out. You can see now that Spillman's kind of walking around. I think his legs are starting to cramp up on him a little bit.
It's been kind of a warm night, humid night, I should say. We had the threat of rain, I thought, earlier, but certainly has cleared out nicely. Second down and 10 for the Trojans as Kane takes the low snap. Has some pressure. He's going to take it himself. Takes a big hit. And out to the 33-yard line. That hit made by Clay Wilson.
Oh, we got a flag on the play, Scott.
In the area where you might see some holding. Or even a clip as the play took place.
I think with that being a low snap, didn't see it right there on the replay, but he had a low snap, and I don't think he really was able to get his timing up. So he
saw a
just took it
tripping
around
penalty there maybe in the background. See if they look like a leg whip type situation. So we'll see what the
we got to say
call
that
will be.
They're talking to the Pirates there, so it's got to be on Tusky Valley.
We've had some unusual penalties here. And still waiting for they're checking to see, okay, what kind of signal do I have to make for this one?
Well, you can see on the
that's
replay,
a
it looked
tripping.
like there was a
if you watch the bottom
right
right-hand top upper part of your screen there, right there.
Yep.
And don't see that very often.
No, you don't. We've had 2 or 3 of those unusual penalties tonight. So with this officiating crew, and
not that they're incorrect penalties.
Exactly. That was a correct call right there, but pushing Tusky Valley back a little bit. So Garaway's got to be on the positive end on that one. But again, it's taking time off the clock.
There you see someone that wishes she was up on her feet cheering with the Trojans. And she is cheering with the Trojans. She just can't do the routines. So that works out. How great is that? Second down and 23 for the Tusky Valley Trojans with 2:04 to go here in the third quarter. Kane is going to take it himself and out across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Well, you can see Garaway's putting a little bit of pressure on the Trojans now and making Kane make some decisions, and he's just tucking it and running it.
Third down and 17, gain of about 6 there. 21-7 the score. Tusky Valley leading Garaway here as we wind this third quarter down.
Good stop right here by the Pirates. It should give them relatively decent field position to on offense with the third quarter coming to an end.
Out at the 21-yard line, you have to wonder how daring Tusky Valley will be in this type of situation. And Tusky Valley says, we want to talk about this. Let's take a timeout. So they use one of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 1:14 to go here in the third quarter. We will take a break, and we'll come back in a moment with Tusky Valley leading Garaway 21-7. Stay with us right here on Big Time Sports. Ready to go here. Third and 17 for the Tusky Valley Trojans. Pat Kane will take it out of the shotgun. He'll be flanked by Spillman and Mosley. And they'll go with 3 wideouts. Kane looks to the outside, close is there, and it's incomplete.
That's been 2 big drops tonight by the Trojans when they've been wide open. They either get a touchdown or a big first down. So
can't throw it much better than Pat Kane threw it right there.
No, you can't. Garaway dodged another bullet right there, and Tusky Valley's going to have to punt.
Don't forget, we'll be naming a big hitter thanks to the J&G Grill in New Philadelphia, also following our game. And the winner of that award will receive a gift certificate for a dinner for 2 at the J&G Grill in New Philadelphia. Spillman on to punt away. And that is a beauty all the way back to about the 27-yard line, and it'll roll to the 20. A huge punt by Steven Spillman.
What a weapon that guy is with the leg tonight. He's had 2 punts, and they've both just been hammered. So he's really put Garaway in a position now, because we thought they'd have pretty good field position.
I believe that's about a 60-yard punt.
On their own 20.
That was quite a kick. And now Garaway thought they would probably get great field position, and now it's only average field position at the 20. David Gerber checks over the Tusky Valley defense, and they'll operate out of the eye. The handoff to Wilson, and Spillman is there to make the stop, along with Mosley, but Spillman the first on the attack.
Spillman filled that hole really super that time, and just took him right down to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11.
So the Garaway Pirates will come out and look for something a little more positive here on 2nd down and 10.
Well, I think Garaway's going to have to get back in this game. They are going to have to put the ball in the air. You know, it doesn't have to be anything deep downfield, but they're going to have to open Tusky Valley's defense up a little bit.
They'll show a little more of a spread look here on 2nd down. They'll go to the slant, and that falls incomplete. Hey, don't forget Stark Truss Company services contractors with roof and floor trusses, as well as other building products with locations in Canton and New Philadelphia. Check out www.starktruss.com for additional products and locations. Stark Truss Company, helping you build your future success, serving the building industry since 1963. So it'll be 3rd down and 10, and what likely will be the last play here of the 3rd quarter. And the Pirates that time turned upfield a little too quickly. And that will be a penalty on the Pirates. We'll see if they opt to take it or not.
Stopped at the 20. There's a flag on the play.
No gain on the play.
I think that might have happened, Scott, before the play started, so they may have to just mark that 5 yards off.
So the penalty is declined, and it's 4th down.
All the way, Garaway! All the way to the house! Set it up! All the way!
We've seen some unusual things. Maybe we both should read the rule book.
Well, I guess, because I kind of thought he was about 2 yards over the line of scrimmage.
He was probably even with the Tusky Valley linebackers by the time the play was snapped, I would say.
Must have some Canadian rules going on tonight.
The old AFL rules.
David Gerber in punt formation.
Gerber will kick it away. Close and Gurgley standing back near midfield. A low snap. Gerber able to field it and get it away. A nice punt taken by Gurgley at his own 40. Comes to the side, and he'll be stopped at the 46-yard line, where Tusky Valley ready to start the 4th quarter at Tusky Valley High School. The Trojans have it 1st down and 10. Close gets loose from one defender and then is taken down by Craig Barrett. Maybe a loss of a little bit, not much. We'll call it 2nd down and 10.
Nice job there by the Garaway defense stringing that out, and when Close tried to turn it back up in, had a couple Pirates right there on him.
So Tusky Valley in control right now, 21-7. It looked like it was going to be a lot wider spread the way things started. Tusky Valley jumping out to the 14-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Garaway came back to score. So far, all of the scoring for Garaway in the 1st half, as Kane takes off on the quarterback draw. He's got some running room. Gerber chasing, and he's going to take him down near the 10-yard line. So a huge play on the quarterback run by Pat Kane of the Trojans. So the ball placed on the 12-yard line. And about a 34-yard run. Oh, 42 was on the other side, so it's a good thing we have good people working.
Oh, Jay Yarnders just does an excellent job, Scott, here with the stats.
When he gets here on time.
Well, you're hammering us tonight, Robinson. What's going on with you?
I don't know. It's one of those deals. First down and 10 for the Trojans at the 12-yard line. Kane can't hang on to it, picks it up, and he is going to be taken down. And that's Matt Yoder making sure that Pat Kane has nowhere to go, and that's going to be a significant loss back to the 21-yard line, so a loss of 9.
The second down and 19.
So second and 19 from the 21-yard line, so the Trojans can make a first down without having to score. Again, they'll go out of the shotgun. Kane takes the snap, rolling to his right. In trouble, gets loose. The pass incomplete. Intended for Tyler Robinson. And it'll be third down and 19.
Well, if nothing else here, they are going to be in field goal range. So, if they give just a little bit, they don't necessarily have to have a first down. Holdsworth come in and try to kick a field goal for them.
Trojans really have gone away from the running game here in this series. Of course, when you're faced with third and long like that, it makes it pretty tough. But they were successful running the ball early in the game.
Yes, they were.
Mosley and Close in the backfield, flanking Kane. Kane trying to find some running room and not much there.
Pat Kane carries the football.
And Holdsworth is going to come on to try a field goal.
Takes it down to the 18-yard line. The fourth down at 16.
And not sure, but I did not see Steven Spillman out there on that particular series.
35 yards. Out of the hold of Pat Kane.
So I think he's had a few cramps in his legs. Maybe they're giving him a little bit of a break here on offense.
So Holdsworth will try the 35-yard field goal attempt, and that one is going to be blocked. And the ball's loose out at the 30-yard line. Wilson is going to pick it up. And the field goal attempt is no good. So it'll be spotted at the 30-yard line where Garaway will take it over, first down and 10.
Well, again, Garaway dodges another bullet right there, and they just got to get a little offense going here and be a little bit able to mix the run and the pass and get some pass completions here. They might be able to move the ball down the field on the Trojans.
Spillman back in at his linebacker spot here for the Trojans as the Garaway Pirates have it first down and 10. 21-7 the score. Tusky Valley leading Garaway. David Gerber with the I formation. Wilson the deep back. And Gerber is going to roll to his right. They're going to look. They have the same play wide open down the middle of the field. This time it's caught by Craig Barrett. He's being chased by Gurgley. Can't make the tackle, running toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Pirates. A 70-yard pass play.
Oh, right there it was. They just come back with that same pass that they had an incompletion on a little while ago and fooled the Trojan defense again. This time Barrett takes it 70 yards for the score, which is going to now make it possibly 21-14 and put Garaway right back in the ball game.
It's interesting the play would work again. Thought the Trojans might have been able to sense that happening, but that time they absolutely got burned.
Yeah, it was a nice call by Coach Wallach. They're always nice, though, when they work.
When they work, yeah, exactly. Marcus Troyer on to try the extra point. Good snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
The kick was good.
And that makes it 21-14. And there's new life for the Garaway Pirates here with 8:56 to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they turn around here right now with plenty of time to go in this football game. come out and try to stop the Trojans here offensively and put their offense back on the field. This could be an interesting game. But last year, this was a good ball game over at Garaway also that I believe didn't go to an overtime or so when we did it.
For the Garaway Pirates, they will welcome the IBC champion Ridgewood Generals into center.
So the Trojans will receive the kick from the Garaway Pirates. And you certainly can tell by the crowd on the far sideline that the Pirate fans are back into it, and certainly the football team is back into it after being pretty quiet for a couple of quarters.
As they hit the road up to CCA.
Scott, this seems to turn into be a pretty good football rivalry with these two schools playing each other early in the season.
Yeah, really, you stop and think about it, it makes sense. Two good football programs, not much travel involved in it, very competitive series. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's nice you'll be able to play somebody in a different league that's close in proximity, and again, this has been a good rival here for the past few years, and you really coming in, we really thought that with the experience Tusky Valley had and the inexperience Garaway had, that Tusky Valley looked like they had the upper hand right to begin with. But I'll tell you what, Garaway's really held tough all night long.
So Troyer will kick it away, and that is going to go out of bounds. So the Trojans
Troyer's kick goes out of bounds.
may opt to take it at the 35. They could opt to have them kick it over again. We'll see what they want to do here.
It looks like they're just going to go on offense right here at the 35-yard line, and I would certainly think Coach Martini might come in here and just try to run the football and get his two backs some carries and take some time off the clock.
8:56 to go here in the fourth quarter with Tusky Valley leading Garaway 21-14. As Coach Martini going over what he'd like Pat Kane to run this time down.
Well, it looks like they're going to kick off again, refuse the penalty, and have them kick the ball, thinking maybe they can get a better field position on a return.
It's not the first time we've seen that happen.
No, it seems like anymore that it's just happening more and more that schools think that they have a good enough special team that they're going to be able to get the ball out past the 35-yard line.
Well, Marcus Troyer has, he can kick it 30, 40 yards down the field. Pirates think, that's pretty good for most teams, but I think Tusky Valley thinks they can make some more out of it than at the 35-yard line. So they needed to get a football. That always helps. Hard to play the game without that, I guess. Somebody fell asleep at the switch.
That's what I like about you. You can always fill in some time right there with some good one-liners.
Yeah, it's helpful if you're playing a game of football to have a football. There's only 1,000 of them laying around here. This time it's going to be taken by Gergley, the 25 to the 30, the 35, 40. He's got some running room into Garaway territory at the 46, maybe 47-yard line.
Well, there it was. Tusky Valley knew something or saw something with Garaway's return team that they were able to get Gergley the football. And again, I think I'd be trying to kick away from him because he's a pretty explosive football player.
It didn't start out to look like a good decision because Garaway really clogged the lanes, and Gergley, doing a nice job, was able to slip away. So first down and 10 for the Trojans.
Just what the doctor ordered here for the Trojans. Good field position and come in here and try to run the football.
Mosley inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line, where the tackle made by Spencer Feste and also Craig Barrett.
I think this is one of these patented Coach Martini drives we might look at right here is just line them up and let's just go right at them.
Well, there's two benefits to that. One, they might end up with a score, and two, they certainly need to run some clock off. Kane, the inside hand off the trap, played it close. That time the Pirates ready for it. as Craig Barrett making the stop again. Picked up a yard or two to the 41-yard line. Third down 3. Good look at Coach Martini pacing the sidelines. Chuck Rest has seen that look on a lot of people's faces that have patrolled the sidelines. Third down and 3. And we've got a timeout Garaway.
Timeout Garaway.
That is the second timeout by the Pirates. So that time the bench saw something they absolutely did not like, and they wanted to talk about it very quickly.
Well, that's a big third down play for the Pirates here. If they could hold them here and make them punt, even though field position might be limited again, it's going to be a nice stop for them.
Clock stop with 7:31 to go. And the Trojans with the football, third down and 3 at the Garaway 41-yard line. Don't forget, coming up, we'll have the Manor Restaurant MVP selection, the announcement of our big hitter for the J&G Grill in New Philadelphia, and we'll also have the Edelweiss Tavern and Inn wrap-up show. So third down and 3. And we are ready to go. Big play here for the Trojans and the Pirates. Trojans looking for a new fresh set of downs. The handoff to Spillman, and he's going to have the first down. Big run right down the middle. Great north-south runner.
Down to the 36-yard line.
And the carry to the 36-yard line gives the Trojans a first down and 10.
Well, when you said, Scott, it looked like he was going to be the featured back this year, I could see why, because, he can go inside, outside, and if they need a first down, they put it in his hands, and he's a big, strong kid being able to run it down.
Cody Close, the ball carrier.
So Cody Close, the carrier.
Flag on the play.
And we have a flag down, so that's likely to be a penalty against the Trojans. And the penalty against Tusky Valley. The 5-yarder turned down. They'll take second down instead. Trying not to lose any more time on the clock. And it's second down and 10. So 21-14, Garaway with the lead over Tusky Valley. Or rather, Tusky Valley with the lead over Garaway, I should say. Kane is going to keep it himself, has some running room, gets to the outside, to the 20, the 15, the 10, and ridden out of bounds by Matt Yoder. And Kane with a big play there to put Tusky Valley in good shape.
Again, a little misdirection there by the Trojans. I'm sure Garaway was trying to key in on both backs for him, and then Kane just faked to both of them and took the ball out the opposite way and picked up a nice gain and puts Tusky Valley in a great scoring position.
So it's first down and 10 for the Pirates, actually first down and goal from the 6-yard line. As Mosley in the backfield, and not much there. As a matter of fact, might have lost a yard or two.
Like Mosley, the ball carrier.
And Garaway doing a nice job there as Henry Coomerly, the nose tackle, able to get in there and make the stop.
Garaway could have folded the tents 2 or 3 times tonight, the way the Trojans are moving the football on big plays, but I'll tell you, their defense has really held tough.
So it's second down and goal from the 8-yard line, loss of 2 on the previous play. This time, Spillman around the end, and he's taken down by Marcus Troyer with a big play, and they're back to the 13-yard line, so a loss of 5 there. And it's 3rd down and goal. So the Trojans going the wrong way, Chuck.
Yeah, I don't think that was in their plan right there after that run by Kane that got him down to the 8-yard line. But, you look at it here again, field goal position if need be. Or I'm sure, they could put the ball in the air right here and try to go for it all.
Give the Garaway defense a lot of credit as they have hung tough.
You look here, Scott, sometimes you try to analyze what a team might do or anything, and you sit here and try to think that, well, they throw the football, it's an incomplete pass, they can come out and try to kick a field goal. But, they always say, you put the ball in the air, 2 out of 3 things can happen, and those 2 are bad.
So let's take a break here as we wind this one down. Our score, it's Tusky Valley leading Garaway 21-7. Stay with us right here on Big Time Sports. 3rd down, the handoff straight ahead, and not much running room there down to the 10-yard line. As Spillman stuck his head in there. Got some tough yardage. And now the question becomes, will they try the field goal or will they go for it?
Oh, pretty safe 3rd down call for them. And they figure, you go for it right here. You don't make it, you still put Garaway in a position where they're going to have to go about 90 yards for a score. So I think it's one of those things that Coach Martini just eared on the safe side that time.
So they're going to go for it here on 4th down and goal from the 10. Spillman has some running room, but not enough to get in, and the Trojans will turn the football over here with 4:27 to go in the 4th quarter.
Pirates did another nice job right there on defense. A little bend but not break here at the end of the play. We got a flag. Not quite sure what it is. It looks like could possibly be a personal foul.
And that's unsportsmanlike conduct. So that was not in the plan, and now the Garaway Pirates are going to be out of the hole out near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to put them in a position now that they can open up their offense a little bit. I'm sure Coach Martini's had more than his share of penalties that he's been happy with tonight on certain situations.
The penalty takes the ball out to the 21-yard line.
So it is a 1st down and 10 for the Garaway Pirates. David Gerber's gone all the way at quarterback, and they have really stuck to it. As we mentioned, Garaway playing without Devin Shy, and he has been a real significant piece of their offense and unavailable for action. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Gerber under center with the eye behind him. The pitch to Wilson, and he is hit hard as the Trojans all over that one. Cody Close was there, along with Steven Spillman. And that's a big hit, and that gives us a chance to tell you that Steven Spillman is our big hitter of the game.
2nd down, 12.
And he'll receive the J&G Grill gift certificate for a dinner for 2 for the hit of the game. The J&G Grill of New Philadelphia is the county's top place for food, football, and big-time sports. So congratulations to Steven Spillman.
Yeah, Spillman's really played that linebacker spot really strong tonight for the Trojans.
2nd down and 12 after the loss of 2. Gerber rolling to his right. Has a couple of guys out in the open, and that pass intended for Taylor Shaw, and that was incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Falls incomplete, be 3rd down and 12 for the Pirates.
So Garaway seeing the air go out of the balloon here. They've got a couple of plays left, but their time is short And they've only got one timeout left.
Right, really kind of surprised with both teams and the offenses that they run that we haven't seen any screen passes from either team, especially with the backs that both of them have to get them out there in the open a little bit and just let them run.
3rd down and 12. Gerber rolling to his right. Has some room, and he's brought down from behind. And another penalty flag. I think it's going to be a horse collar tackle, is it not? Or a face mask.
I'm not sure what he had right there. We might get that one on the replay, but I'll tell you right now, I think he just took Gerber's head off on that play, so I'm sure that there's going to be some sort of a personal foul with possible face mask on that one.
So let's see what happens here.
Again, on Tusky Valley, another play that's going to end up giving the Pirates a first down and giving them some more life in their offense.
So, I'm not sure what the horse collar tackle is illegal in the NFL. I don't know about it in high school, I guess. That may not be
I'd certainly think it would be.
They're going to call it a face mask. And that's got a couple of the Tusky Valley coaches a little bit upset.
That takes the ball out to the 29-yard line.
And that'll move the football out to the 29-yard line.
You can't see it on the TV. There you are. You're seeing Coach Martinez just in the ear of the official, and now they got another flag on the coaching staff here, which will be another personal foul. So that's just going to give them some more room for them to operate here with about 3:19 to go in the football game.
So the coaching staff is going to get that penalty, the unsportsmanlike conduct, on the bench. And that'll be another 15 yards. So this one is not over. A game we thought was pretty well in hand for the Trojans, and this one has turned a bit ugly.
Well, this is going to go now either way. Either Garaway, last couple big penalties that the Trojans have had, they've shut the Pirates down, but the Pirates look like they got a little bit of life over there on their sideline now, so this is going to end up being a pretty good finish for us.
1st down and 10 for the Pirates, all the way out at the 44-yard line. It's been their best offensive performance of the night.
2 15-yard penalty plays on the same one.
And Barrett with the carry. And there's not much running room there. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. The clock rolling with 2:55 to go.
Pirates are going on a 2-minute offense, which we haven't seen tonight, so this will be something to get right here. He's under center.
Gerber rolling to his left. Looked like there could have been some holding in the backfield. No call, and Gerber might gain a couple, and it will be 3rd down and 8. Looked like there was a block in the backfield there that looked real close to holding.
3rd down and 8.
So Garaway is going to take a timeout, and that'll be their 3rd and final timeout.
That was a nice game. That was a nice saving tackle right there because Gerber had a lot of wide open green to run if Burton wouldn't have made that play for the Trojans.
Burton only a freshman, 5'7", 160-pounder.
He's the lone senior that's on that defensive unit for the Trojans.
So 3rd down and 8.
Boy, isn't it funny, Scott, how the officials can really get the fans fired up.
Well, I thought Garaway had called a timeout.
Well, it looked like they had, but then you looked at Coach Wallach on the other sideline. He was yelling, no, 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 he didn't want one.
And now
they're coming out with a timeout.
But they let 15 seconds run off the clock. I'm dumbfounded by this officiating crew, I gotta say it.
Yes, I'm not sure, because like you and I both saw, that it looked like as soon as Gerber went down, that Garaway was calling a timeout, but obviously that wasn't the case, and even Tusky Valley's players were on the sideline, so I'm not quite sure I'm not quite sure what was going on in that.
So I think the officiating crew trying to restore a little bit of order and try to keep the Tusky Valley coaches, I guess, back off the field. As this one has turned into a little bit of a heated debate, not so much between the Pirates and the Trojans, but between the Trojan sideline and the Zebras.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, though, they have accomplished something here. They've got the Trojan faithful up on their feet.
So it's 3rd down and 8. And Garaway with the football. Gerber rolling to his right. It looks like he's going to take it himself. He's got some running room. He's headed to the sidelines.
It's going to be close.
And it's tight.
It's going to be close. But I'll tell you what, it's still going to be close enough even if they don't have it. I know they'll have to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like he's going to be about, what, a half a yard short maybe?
It looks like it is a bit short.
But you never know.
Well, they're right there with it. I've got to think that they would have called a first down if you would think that they dropped the sticks and everything else.
If you remember, you had that call in the first half that you saw it from up here first down, so they had to measure.
4th down, and the Pirates no doubt will go for it.
Well, that's the length of the football right here. It looks like this is a play of the game.
And what does Coach Wallach do? Does he go with the quarterback sneak or hand it to Wilson, or does he go for it all?
Well, you're short here, about a football. So I'll tell you what, you got a 6'3" quarterback. I'm not sure I wouldn't just go with the quarterback sneak.
You got to think though, Tusky Valley is thinking that very same.
I'm sure Tusky Valley's going to pinch that defense down inside. So. But it's always one of those, you kind of know what's going to happen. You figure the defense is going to pinch inside. You think, why not run it outside? But then, that's a long way to run for the length of the football.
A Tusky Valley stop and it's the ball game. Here on 4th down. Gerber straight ahead. Oh, it's going to be real close.
I think it's going to depend on that right foot of that official. So.
It looked like he had enough.
I think he did with that second effort right there. It looked like he might have got his first down.
And the spot of it didn't need to move forward very much. Only a few inches, and I'm not sure they'll need to measure, but it still haven't spotted it.
I think they're gonna measure it here right now as soon as they put the spot down.
And you are correct. I'm not sure they advanced it enough, Chuck.
No, I don't know. The only way they would have there, Scott, would have been the second effort of the quarterback on that one.
That doesn't look much beyond where it was originally.
No, it doesn't.
So this could be for the ball game. And that is so close that they can't even determine whether or not it's a first down.
They're going to pull it out again. I think they pull it out tight here. Tusky Valley's going to have the football.
That is going to be short. It's going to be first down for the Trojans. Just didn't think it looked like he had made it. It looked to us up here as if he had made enough forward progress. But when they marked the football, it certainly didn't look like it had moved any at all.
Exactly. I thought maybe with that, he kind of tried to spin just about a half a spin to get over his tackle, but I think Tusky Valley shut it down with that. Like you said, the spot of the football didn't look like he had any forward progress on that. So Tusky Valley, big 4th down hold right there, minute 54 to go. I think they can pretty much run the clock out here, as I don't believe Garaway has a timeout. Is that correct?
That is correct. They've used all 3 of their timeouts. So this one has gone the distance here at Zorville. A little surprised they're even going to try a shotgun snap. Kane is going to run with the football. He'll stay in bounds at the 38-yard line.
Pick up a first down right here. Clock will stop to move the chains, and then we'll get it started back up again.
That might be all it'll take because they can run 3 additional plays now, and that is pretty much going to burn up the time on the clock. So on a night they celebrated the 50th season of Tusky Valley football, it appears the Trojans are going to go home happy. So Kane will take his time. He'll take the snap, the handoff to Spillman. Straight ahead. And to the 34-yard line, gain of 4. Where it'll be second down.
To the Pirates' 34-yard line to pick up a 5. Second and 5.
Well, we're going to be under a minute here. And that's right now, and that's pretty much, I would think, a couple more plays here, and that ought to be able to take care of this football game.
So Kane will come in from the sideline. I wouldn't suspect they would do anything fancy here.
No, I wouldn't think. He might be able to just possibly drop down to a knee, and as he's looking at the back judge to make sure how much time he's got left.
This is likely going to be the last play of the ball game. Spillman's going to get to the outside, the 20, the 10, the 5, and knocked out of bounds. And the Trojans will have the football inside the 5.
Well, you give it to Spillman right there, thinking he's going to go up inside, and he just cuts it to the outside and picks up about 35 yards on that one, and that's just about taken down. Now the Trojans got a chance to put one on the board.
We'll see how this goes. My suspicion is they might take a knee, but we'll see.
Well, you know, you look at that too, and Tusky Valley's been shut out a couple times here on drives with penalties and stuff, so they just might want to put one in the end zone.
Spillman straight ahead for the 4-yard run. That's his second touchdown of the night. And now they'll bring on the extra point.
Well, you're going to see in the paper tomorrow with the score about 28-14 and think of Tusky Valley, which they were kind of in control most of the ball game, but putting this one on here at the end, I'll tell you, Garaway gave a gallant effort tonight.
They did. They played very well. 28-14 is the score. Tusky Valley will have to kick off one more time, and Garaway will have the football. But this one is all but in the books, as Tusky Valley leading it by 14 with 25 seconds to play. Coming up, we'll be naming a Manor Restaurant MVP, and we'll also have our Edelweiss Tavern and Inn wrap-up show. So that'll be on the way here shortly.
Remind the person who won tonight's game ball, you can pick it up over here in front of the Trojans bench after the game.
And the Trojans have an opportunity here to practice their kicking game. Holdsworth has been very effective. Shown he's got great leg. He can hit the end zone with it.
Craig Barrett back deep for the Pirates.
And Craig Barrett back deep. Holdsworth is just going to take it down the middle. It'll be covered by Garaway, and the Pirates really won't have much time left with 23 seconds to go.
Number 21, Hunter Conkle. Garaway will take over the football.
So Garaway
25
will have it.
First and 10.
Tusky Valley will go into their prevent defense. And Garaway's not going to take any chances. They're just going to take a knee and say we've had enough tonight. because they really can't impact the outcome of the game, and that will do it as the final seconds will tick off. Good game between the Garaway Pirates and the Tusky Valley Trojans as the Trojans come out and back with the Edelweiss Tavern and Inn post-game show. As you see the final score, the Tusky Valley Trojans 28, the Garaway Pirates 14. And the numbers really tell the story, Chuck.
Oh, they do. And, you got to give Garaway a lot of credit. They hung in there. They had some, bad things going against them. But then on the other hand, Tusky Valley had the penalties tonight that I'm sure Coach Martini won't be happy about, but you can see on the stats, rushing for Garaway, 33 attempts, 94 yards, passing 5 of 11, 142 yards, for a total of 236 yards of total offense, 2 turnovers that did lead to 14 Tusky Valley points. For Tusky Valley, 39 attempts, big key, 264 yards on the ground. They were 5 of 12 passing for 126 yards, 390 yards in total offense with no turnovers. So like you said, Scott, it looked like even from the stat point tonight, Tusky Valley was on top.
Well, the big thing is the Trojans were able to capitalize on the 2 Garaway turnovers, and they turned those into 14 points, and that was really the difference.
Yes, they did, and that was, like you said, the difference as the game ended up 28-14.
Hey, before or after the game, try the Edelweiss Tavern and Inn in downtown Sugar Creek. During the week, try their delicious lunch and dinner specials, and on Friday and Saturday, they feature Italian pasta and the very best steak and prime rib in the county. The Edelweiss Tavern and Inn in downtown Sugar Creek. We'll see you there. And finally tonight, our man of restaurant MVP is Sam Gergley of the Tusky Valley Trojans. And he is, congratulations, as he wins some nice things from the man of restaurant, a gift certificate, and also a big time sports t-shirt. So that'll be on the way. Sam Gergley of the Tusky Valley Trojans. That is going to do it here from Zorville.